BBN, what's good, guys? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm here with our uh, very experienced recruiting coordinator for the Loyal BBN Fan Show, Mr. Jimmy Engler. Jimmy, how you doing today? First of all, I'm glad you're feeling better. Um,
Yes, it was a rough day yesterday, all day through the day until after the Kentucky game was when I really started feeling a lot better. But thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better right now.
I tell you what, that Kentucky game will make pretty much make anybody kind of feel better as well too. Last night, me and BC, we had a chance to give our thoughts on the show last night. What are your thoughts on the ball game? And did you? I mean, if like, I like to keep it real, I like to keep it realistically. Did you think after hearing about Butler being out and I had some honest people last night who was honest about it. Do you do you feel or did was you how did you feel about going into that ball game? Did you feel we can go to Tennessee and win that ball game?
I had a little hope because we have went to Tennessee and we have won a lot of good basketball games there. I mean, even
Yeah,
from the Jody Meeks game all the way up until the last couple 2 or 3 years, they have beat us at our at Rupp Arena, and we went to Thompson Bowling, or they call it some kind of food court now. I don't know what they call it, but we go there and win, and they come here to Rupp. I'm just hoping this time we get that squashed, and it'll be a Rupp Arena win, and we can sweep Tennessee, and that would be a great SEC resume builder right there.
man, that would be a very very good resume. If we well we got the win, so that's definitely
That that's all it counts.
now we're
Whether we
talking.
won by,
Now we're
like we were
talking.
saying, yeah, whether we win by 1 or 20, and I was hoping everybody was talking, and I saw your show. I believe I would have took a 30-point loss if we beat Arkansas by 20 coming this Saturday.
You're not the only one who mentioned that, Jimmy. Nobody who watches the show
Yeah,
too as well. He flat out said, "I will take a 30-point loss to Tennessee tonight if we can beat Arkansas by 20." So you are not the only one who said that. Hey, I hope that I don't know what's going on with my volume. I'm trying my best. I got it turned up. I don't want to bust anybody's eardrums. Jimmy, I hope I'm not too loud for you or
no,
whatever, but
you're good on my
let me
end.
see. Is this better? I'm trying to talk right into it and all of that. So hopefully it will be okay. Pigpen, what's up, buddy? We getting ready for the Arkansas Razorbacks. But anyway, before we get to the Arkansas, it's just I think that Tennessee game, people are still really really enjoying it, and because I mean I don't know how many people I don't think people didn't believe that UK had it in them to win the ball game, but as I said yesterday, it was going to be a very, very tall hill to climb just because Butler was out. Carr was not at his best. And, Tennessee was coming off a loss. And we just didn't, I felt like Tennessee was just going to be on clicking on all cylinders, offensive and defensive wise. And so that wasn't the case. And Kentucky took advantage of it, and Kentucky was able to get a win. Um, I mean, who did you think really, really played well last night for that in that game against Tennessee?
I love the way our bench came out. I know that we had to have, along with Jackson Robinson, had to run the point, and then his backup was going to be Travis Perry. But the way that Noah, he came off the bench, I know that Colin Chandler gave us a little bit. He didn't score, but he gave us minutes, and that's what the tenacity that this team has, and that Pope can dig down deep into this roster, and this team's going to have the experience all the way through the SEC tournament, NCAA tournament, with this great game that they put together at Tennessee. And these players know now, hey, we've done this. We do not need to have any pep talks. Let's just get out there and play.
I agree with you 100% as well too, because you know there's one thing about getting Perry, getting Noah, and getting Chandler in the ballgame last night. Like those guys, like they got 15 fouls between the three of them. Why? I mean, why have our guys stay out there fatigued? Because we know it's going to be physical. We knew that the game was going to be fast. So why keep our guys out there the whole time and just fatigue? Well, if I foul, then guess what? We get to stop the play. We get to go to the foul line. I get to grab my knees. I get to catch a rest. So having those guys get those minutes last night, and it wasn't necessarily about production of what we got. But we know Trent Perry, not Trent, but Trent Noah, out of three of them, he had the most success last night. He had 5 points, and that one sneaky layup that he had, man, that was huge because
yes, it was,
because Tennessee was going on a run. They was trying to really make a run back, and I think that shot, because we were turning the ball over, we couldn't keep it, we couldn't get it over half court, and it seemed like it was just so much that wasn't going in our favor that most people would look at that game and says, is Kentucky trying to give this game away? And that's exactly what it looked like. So it was really good to really see those guys come in and actually get those minutes. And I know people from the state of Kentucky who have watched these kids play in Perry and Noah. I know that these guys are really, really excited to get a chance to see them in their first opportunity going to Tennessee and getting a win.
Yes, and the one thing is, I'm starting to believe that Ansley Almanor could be leading us in the 3-point percentage rates right now. I don't think he takes a shot past the inside the 3-point line. He was 4 for 7 last night, and that's the only shots that he attempted was threes.
And how big was his shots last night?
Every one of them just looked like, I thought that the way Travis Perry shoots the ball, that's what I think about Almanor's shot right now. When he shoots it, I think it's bottom of the net the whole way. It's once it leaves his hand to the rim, it looks like it is just right there on cue every time.
And it's amazing how open teams leave him. This is where I shoot the ball from. I'm going to this corner and I'm gonna shoot the ball. And it looks like teams don't I don't know if they don't scout him or what, but it really, really looks like that teams don't really scout him because every time he shot the ball, his feet was planted, he was ready to shoot the ball and he shot it. And that was what was so good about it as well too. I hope I get a follow-up interview with him because I would love to see his mindset in mid-season or even after the season's over.
Yeah. Yes, he is turned out, and me and a couple other people was talking earlier about him, and they didn't know how well he was going to be, and I was like, just give him some time, just let him operate, get into his groove, and when he started getting in his groove, I believe right now he's coming off the bench thinking, hey, I'm a bench starter. I don't need to have all the minutes, but when I get out there, I'm going to make usage of every minute that I'm on the floor, and 100% effort. And everyone, you just can't scout for 3-4 players that is going to come off the bench or that is starting that is going to light you up. And when all 3 or 4 of them are playing real good at the same time, it's hard to guard 4 or 5 different players that that can give 20 points anytime you step on the floor.
Absolutely, I agree too. I like what I like the question or the comment that Peanut made is the injuries that we're having with Kerr Kriisa, and I think I said that earlier in the year with Kerr Kriisa, with Butler, and now even with Carr. Is that a blessing? So we can see exactly what the other guys will do when their backs are up against the wall, and how much of a team it makes when they actually do that. So I'm really excited about what we know that we have from our team, and we know that the bench can come in and might not be about production, but can you do enough, and can you keep the other team from either blowing us, pulling away from us or catching up or whatever? Can you do your part long enough just to give our big guys or our starters enough of a breather so they can come in, so they can rest, and then they can come in, and by the end of the ball game, their legs can be somewhat fresh, and we can find a way to pull it out down the stretch of the ball game. So, I don't think I have to tell anybody, but that's a big win over Tennessee. last night.
Yes, it was absolutely. I think maybe our biggest win this year. I love the win over, Duke. I love the win against Gonzaga. The Florida win was big, but I put this one on the road. We had to go to a hostile environment with Mississippi State, but Tennessee I knew was just going to be tougher, and I'm so happy that we come out with a win here, and I just hope that we get back to being healthy. I know I'm not going to say it was a blessing that we had injuries, but we have went through adversity now. We know that we can beat teams with and without our point guard, without a big man. Let's get them back. Let's get healthy, and let's jump on this. I've been on the wagon. If everybody else hasn't been, jump on the wagon, and we're going to take this all the way to the Final Four.
Man, I like how you talking. Is Pig Sophie the same as Pig? Go Cats, okay? Amador and Carr depends on the matchup. I don't trust trying to sing. I don't know. Let me see. Nobody puts up. I don't trust trying the same game plan versus Ark as we did against versus Tennessee. I don't know. I want Ark shooting 45 threes and Rupp. Big Z may hit 12 himself. I don't know if I want Z. Arkansas shooting 45 threes. Big Z may hit 12. This is Williams is going to have to step up against Big Z, and Williams is going to have to body because Z is weak. And we said that when he was here, so we're not just starting a narrative that Big Z is weak. Is weak now. Just because he's in Arkansas. We discussed this last year.
Yes.
Last year we didn't have very strong bigs whatsoever.
No.
But I really hope that going in, look, this is a game that we got to have. And this is the one game that when the season came out, matter of fact, this game has been scheduled or been wanting ever since he left. Ever since the night he left, everybody's been waiting for this ball game. And it's finally here. So we're going to talk about it all week long. Do you have any concerns going into this ball game? Now, here's the question last night, Jimmy. Our guys are not healthy. Are you willing to lose this ball game in order for the guys to set out to get healthy so we can make a run? Or do you want these guys to play so we can win this ball game?
Hey, I want these guys to win this ball game. If there is a necessity that they have to not play, I mean, you just can't. If you're not 80% and you cannot play, do not go on the floor because you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt the team. We might as well just game plan it before to play the game without you. And then if it is a game time decision, let's go for it then. But I want everybody to be healthy, and I want the game to be, in our favor of us having everybody healthy. But I know right now we're not, but we can still win this game with the same type of a game we played against Tennessee last night. The same players, the same situation. We could still win this game against Arkansas.
I think the announcer's Boogie Flan is out. The only
person,
and he's out. The only person now that, even when he left Kentucky and went to Arkansas, like, it wasn't DJ Wagner. My biggest concern right now is a dude. And
yes,
can we stop him? Can we slow? Look, he can't beat us by himself.
No.
He's not the best shooter that they got on the team. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you. But we know how physical and how much of a motor he has. How much is he going to hurt us in this ball game?
I believe if we, I'd say Atega will probably guard him, and they both are physical. I know that Fierro, he's going to be real hyped up for this game, but I want to see how he plays. I want to see how DJ plays. I want to see how Big Z plays when these fans are not for them, but against them. And that's going to be a big key in this game, that the Kentucky fans is going to be there for this game. And it's going to be a big turnout. And these fans are going to let our players know, let everybody across the nation know, hey, this is Rupp Arena. Do not try to come in here and take our glory away from us, and it's not going to happen.
the the big question that's going around Facebook right now. Thanks, 21 Crump. I appreciate that. Thanks for what you're doing behind the scene. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The big question right now is, does Cal get booed at Rupp Arena?
I don't. I've thought about this. I'm sure there's going to be some fans that has gratitude that he did what he did for us. There's going to be other fans that is just going to hate no matter what. Maybe not at the beginning of the. Maybe when he is announced. I don't know if they will then, but throughout the game, he is going to get booed at some time or another.
Hey, they gonna let Rupp Arena crowd gonna let him have it, bro. You know that.
Yeah.
Now, I will agree with you. I will say that at the beginning of the game, I think the ovation will be louder. It would drown out what little boos that he may get, because
Yeah.
he will get some boos. But I think the ovation and the claps and the appreciation will definitely be there. But after that, it's fair game now.
It's on after that. Yeah, it's any way you want to see it. It's going to be a big environment for him to walk into and not expecting the way it was before.
Does the players who left Kentucky, do they get booed at introduction?
I believe a lot of them are going to boo Big Z just because they put a lot of money in that billboard to try to get him to come, but let the NCAA get him eligible for Kentucky, and a lot of the money and the fans, the effort and everything, and then all of a sudden, Kentucky did all this for him. It wasn't just Coach Cal; it was Kentucky, the fans, and everything. And he leaves and goes and doesn't say hi, bye, or anything like that. He doesn't say thank you. So I think a lot of these fans is going to go after Wagner. I believe they're going to go after Thero and Big Z. I think these fans are going to boo him.
I think they will. I think they're going to boo him for sure. Uh, how do you feel about Kevin Knox's brother going to be playing in Rupp Arena, and his brother played in Rupp Arena? Do you think he gets booed?
Yeah, I believe he'll get booed just because his brother Kevin he was a great player at Kentucky for the 1 year he was here, and I know Carter. He's not as good as his brother was, but he's still a pretty good talent. But he's not a one and done. He's going to be at Arkansas a couple more years. But yeah, I believe he gets booed, and I believe the Billy Richmond. He was signed with Kentucky along with uh, what was it? Boogie Flan. So
Yeah,
yeah, Boogie Flan's not going to play, but I believe Billy Richmond he'll get booed also.
yeah, I think so too. So let me ask the question, bro. What what does the atmosphere look like if we lose that game to Arkansas?
Oh, it's going to be that after the game, you're going to see fans. They might crawl out. I don't know. I know that I wish I was be able to be at the game, but I believe I just once that game is over and it's a 9 o'clock game, I might switch the lights off and just lay down and go to sleep wherever I'm at.
Wow. I mean, welcome Cal, but after tip off, word and mouth. No loyalty to the former UK players. Boo them an introduction. I think everyone's pretty much agreeing with you, Jimmy, is that Cal welcome Cal, but after tip off, word and mouth, and then for the players that especially Big Z, no
Yeah,
loyalty, because I think a dude spent 2 years here, and then he
yeah.
left. Like I mean, and see the thing about a dude is like you're the first one to transfer. Why? Did he know something that nobody else knew? Did Cal already tell him that hey, I'm probably gonna be out of here? Hit the transfer portal as soon as you can. And then it takes him forever to decide where
Yeah.
he's going to school at.
Yeah, a lot, including me. I thought that maybe Mark Pope had a chance, and I believe they did talk, but I believe his mind was made up, and I believe he knew that Calipari was going to Arkansas or going to another college, and he said, "Hey, get your name in, and wherever I'm at, I want you to be there with me." So, yeah,
That's what it looked like. And
I
Cal probably,
believe we're gonna boo him probably just as much as any of them.
yeah, and it's crazy because he was. I mean, like for me, he was like one of my favorite players last year. Of course,
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard to be a favorite player over Reed Shepard and Dillingham,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, and Antonio,
Oh yeah,
you know,
Reeves. Yeah.
yeah. So that was really hard to do, but I just think that if we lose this ball game on Saturday after beating, because people don't, I mean, people are happy about Tennessee beating Tennessee, but people would have been really forgiving if we lost Tennessee. But I don't think they're going to be very. Is Does that put Coach Pope on the hot seat if we lose to Arkansas?
Oh man. No. I mean, he has done so much this season. And
Yeah,
it's hard to just say, okay, you got to circle one game, and if you win that game, we're good. There ain't none of these fans in the world. If we was 0 wins right now, and we beat Arkansas, and we was, let's say, we was 1, and our record be like 1 and 14, 1 and 15,
yeah.
would they be happy? No. But if you switched it around and we was 15-1 and we lost that game and was 15-2, uh, you just got to take that as a stride, go on, and get ready for the next game.
Well, look, I definitely would say this. I haven't really talked a lot about Arkansas. I know a lot of people keep up with what's going on with Arkansas and all this kind of stuff. I didn't, but I knew that this right here was Arkansas week, and I knew that this right here was like we got to win this ball game. It doesn't matter. I briefly talked about it on the show with BC, and BC is pretty adamant about that. He doesn't care what happens. We just got to beat Arkansas,
Yeah.
especially we can deal with next year whatever. But this year, you got to beat Arkansas when you got the guys coming back in the Rupp Arena. And, you know, see, this is the thing about Kentucky basketball. They could have, when they scheduled this game, they could have easily sent us to Fayetteville to play. But it wouldn't be the same. The storyline is not the same. It's got to be Calipari returns to Rupp Arena. You know what I mean? With a new
Yeah.
team wearing red. I mean, we already don't wear. We already don't like red as it is. Excuse the
No.
cheer. It's just my son's gaming cheer.
Yeah.
but uh, we already don't like red as it is. So now Cal doesn't even look good in red. I mean, let's just
No.
be
Hey.
real. He
Hey. Yeah, he looks like a lost puppy walking around with that red on, and like he's missing something. And I believe he misses Lexington. I don't think that Arkansas is the all the dream that he was thinking of.
Not at all. No, he's like, what the heck am I doing here? For real, I need to go back to
Well, he
Lexington just
he
for
even
sport.
he even said that he was glad to come back to Lexington so he can meet up with the 2 or 3 of the friends and stuff that they have here. And I believe if things would have been different, I know that Coach Cal probably would want to have retired here and maybe stuck around and did like kind of what Mike Krzyzewski does for Duke. He's just always there.
Yeah, and but Cal, that's something that
That
uh,
that's what he that's what he wished for, but he didn't. He had a little bit involvement with either way of him leaving or staying. So
man, I wish. Let me see. Is that better? I just clicked a little button. Can people hear me better? Can you hear me about the same or is that worse?
I can hear you about the same.
Okay. Jeff, you just said something. Can you notice that? Um, is that little plus? I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated with this whole microphone thing. It sucks. It really does. Check the little plus 20 dB on your microphone settings. You are very quiet. Cal might out everything in his hat for this one. Now the pigs are excited for next year's class already. Okay, so that's better. So I'll leave it on that then. I guess that's better. So that's what I do. I just switch the button, and I hope that's better. Is that actually too loud? Because I got my microphone turned up to 10, and to me, I feel like that's just it's just too loud. Oh man, I just can you guys hear me? Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me just turn this off for a second. Maybe that'll work. Do you still have an echo in yours now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me turn this back on. It's coming back on now. I just hit the wrong button. I was trying to do something, but yeah, man, I just think that this is one of these games that I think everyone is really ready to tip off. Now this is a late ball game that night.
Yeah, 9 o'clock game.
Early ball game, but how can you have an early ball game like this, and how can you have a ball game like this? It has to be. It's probably going to be the most watched ball game all weekend. This is the ball game of the weekend around college basketball.
I cannot believe that ESPN Game Day they're going to go to the Duke North Carolina game. I cannot believe. I know that Arkansas is not ranked, but hey, North Carolina is not doing as good as Arkansas either. So, I wish they would. North Carolina and Duke plays twice this year. They could have done game day at Rupp Arena for Arkansas and then did the game day at Duke, North Carolina later on. But yeah, this is going to be the most watched game. North Carolina Duke. There'll be more fans watch the Arkansas Kentucky game than that game.
I think so too. First of all, it's a lot on the line, and Duke and we all know that Duke and Carolina play every year, twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
We know what kind of rivalry that is, but it's not every day that John Calipari gets to come back to Rupp Arena wearing red. After the way he ditched Kentucky in the hotel room or whatever. So this is a storyline that they've been writing, and they're ready to unleash it all week long. So we definitely look forward to that as well. Game day going to be the Tar Heels, Coach Greenberg, and I won't be booed with Cal too. ESPN love affair with Duke. I think so. With Cooper Flag playing, playing North Carolina, the rivalry and all that kind of stuff, Tobacco Road or whatever they call it. I still think the hottest ticket this weekend will be Kentucky and Arkansas. Just because of the storyline. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they get, as you just said, they get Arkansas. They get North Carolina and Duke one more time this year. We don't get Arkansas anymore. So for me, I agree with you as well. I didn't even realize that they played this weekend as well. So let's just see what happens, man. For real, Kame wear his blue shirt he's been wearing at Arkansas. His blue suit he's been wearing at Arkansas. Maybe he will. Hey, once you bleed blue, you can't go back. You can't change. I don't care what you try to put over it. You stick with blue, man. That's
hey, look at Rick Pitino. He tried the red, and now he's back in Kentucky's graces. He knew he left Camelot for something that was, Boston Celtics, and then the Louisville thing. He knew where his bread was buttered, and it's right here in the Bluegrass State.
Yeah, I think so too, and he would always remember that. So the game is this is something that I'm gonna try to do daily throughout this week, getting ready for the Arkansas game. I think the hype is too big to just sweep it up under the carpet and just say it's just another game, because it's not another game. It's just not another game. It's just the win is, and we'll smile the rest of the year.
Yes, it's a celebration for the rest of the whole year until the season begins next year.
Absolutely. So I got a tricky question for you. Okay, I got a
Uh,
really tricky question, and this is for all you guys. And I like throwing out. Would I I have a would you rather question for you, Jimmy?
okay.
And I just thought of it. Would you rather lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament and beat Arkansas, or lose to Arkansas and make it to the Elite Eight?
I'm gonna take the Elite Eight. I know a lot of people say, but if we lose to Arkansas, that is not the end of our season. We get to play all these games, and we might play them again in the SEC tournament. So that game could be made up, and we can beat them in Nashville. But if we lose the first round, we're not going to get to the Elite Eight losing the first round game.
No, we won't. I mean, no, we won't do that. Uh, Curtis Collins. I really liked our lineup last night. Maybe more than when we have all of our starters. I mean, just like Peanut said earlier, and I appreciate the Collins. I appreciate the comment. Maybe, I mean, like I said, maybe that's not it's a blessing that the guys are hurt, but it's a blessing because it gives us another chance to really see our guys in situations like this as well. So, Louisville Cardinal Tack 2, y'all are just playing selective memory. Rick Pitino is all about himself. Hey, I didn't bring up Rick Pitino. Remember, that was Jimmy.
That was me. Yeah. All right.
He got a Louisville tattoo. That
Well, he could have that removed. He could have that covered over, removed it. Do something.
Someone said, "Man, gotta go to Elite Eight," but it'd be like Bill Kentley reminding Pope. But you did lose to Arkansas. Yes, Mike. Where are you located? I'm located in Tennessee. Michael Josie, where are you located at? And if this is your first time ever watching the show, please let me know so I can give you a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. Me and Jimmy, we like to give people shout outs. That'd be good to go to as well.
Mm-hmm.
If Mike, where are you located? Our season is done. I take a win in Rupp. Nothing else to look forward to. Well, Big Pen, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, that probably won't be possible this weekend for you guys to get a win at Rupp. Pitino brought us back. Yeah, St. John's may be top 10 by Monday. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Carl Miller, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining in. Evansville, Indiana, Michael. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure.
I've been to Evansville many times.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what part BC is from, Michael, but BC lives in Indiana too as well. I'm not sure if it's Evansville, but I know he's up that way as well. Someone said Elite Eight easily. I think so too, man. So look,
Yeah.
so when people are sitting here and they're actually choosing the Elite Eight over Arkansas game, easy. Is Arkansas game really that important?
Well, yes, it's that important. This is Arkansas. I know it's not a rivalry, but now it's a rivalry. I think it's up there with Tennessee, the Alabama, and the Florida one right now that Calipari took over the reins.
Wow, Harold. Remember Cal and Arkansas are the number one NIL team in basketball. This will demand results. UK could be the final nail in the coffin. I think Arkansas fans are so ready to get rid of. They are so ready to get rid of Calipari, man. That I'm just like, yeah, you guys can have him. May not even make the tournament. That would be.
What was it? I saw a podcast, one of their podcasts, Arkansas Razorback, something else, and it said 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's when he won the first game, 1 step forward, and then he took 2 steps back because he lost the next game.
He sure did. Hey, Harold, let's talk Jesus 76. Thank you. It's good to see you, big guy. It's really good. And thank you so much for joining back in. I hope you and let me see if I can remember your wife's name. She had a very unique name that was pretty common. What is your wife's name? I forgot. I want to give her a shout out. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. So Harold, thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining in to the live. I appreciate you here as well too. So,
yeah, thank you, Harold.
My apologies for not remembering your wife's name, but it's on the tip of my tongue. So my apologies for that. You see, you didn't have the faith, didn't think. No, what? Mary, hey Mary, how you doing? Mary, let me let me put this back up. Mary, you didn't have faith, and you didn't think they would win. Mary, it's not that I didn't think. Look, I and thanks, Mary. I appreciate it, Miss. It's not that I told you if Kentucky is going to win that ball game last night. I told you in the pregame in what I did earlier. I said Coach Pope is going to have to coach the game of his life, and our guys are going to have to be locked in. And I said, if we can make the game manageable for the last 5 minutes and we don't get blown out, we can have a chance to win that ball game. So I didn't say that we was going to lose. I did not say that. I said it was going to be hard because when you look at it on the outside, Butler's not playing. Carr's back is bad. How much are we gonna get out of him? Are we gonna get in foul trouble? It was so many variables that I was looking at. But at the end of the day, if I said, Mary, if Kentucky shows up and keep the game manageable in the last 5 minutes of the ball game, and if we in it, we can win that ball game. Go check the transcript, Miss Mary. But thank you so much for reminding me that I need to have more faith in my Kentucky Wildcats. So, been anti-Arkansas since Nolan Richardson days. Okay. That means you ain't like it. You ain't liked them at all for a long time then. That's for sure. That's for sure. Arkansas fans gave us a... You know what? I got a video that I saved that I need to go... I don't know if I can find it right now. I don't like to play a lot of cussing on my page. I like to kind of keep it. I like to keep it clean because I like for it to be a family show. But I got a video, and I don't know if I can actually play it right now. If I can, let me see if I got it still. Maybe I still have it. But matter of fact, tomorrow when I go live tomorrow, I'll play the video as well. I'll play that video tomorrow. But the way they talked bad about us, man, was horrible. Like, they told the video is going to be good tomorrow. So I'll just tell you right now that for that one section, if you have kids in the room or whatever, you might not want them to listen to it. But they was really, really rude to us. And I just hope that, or maybe I should just wait till after we win the ball game and then play it. that may be better. So
there you go.
I have to walk my words back. But it was pretty bad how they actually talk bad about Kentucky. They don't know no better. It's Arkansas. Let's see. I think it would show immaturity. I think we should applaud Calipari, or we should do Calipari, or he did give us the gift of hope with Pope. So I guess so. Without him doing it, then we don't get Pope. So Mary Willis, I absolutely stole your message today. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see, Iceman, welcome to the show. If you're in here, I think I see your name. We tried to tell Arkansas fans before the beginning of the season, and now it's. I agree with. We tried to tell Arkansas fans before the beginning of the season, and now it's tweet time. So, as Cal, in the famous words of Cal, did you guys notice? I just made a couple of tweets, and look what happened. I'm that good. So, we're definitely going to see him for sure to see how that's going to happen. Arkansas, Kentucky beat Arkansas by 20. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll take that.
If we can hang 100 on Arkansas and they only score 68 points, Cal's got to walk across the floor and look Coach Pope in the eye and shake his hand, and then look up at Rump Arena and be like, I should have never left. I should have never went in the hotel room. I should have kept my butt at home. Nothing good happens after midnight. You know what I mean?
No.
So nothing good happens after midnight, and I'm pretty sure that meeting took place after midnight. I know how to spell. No, you okay, Miss Berry? I got you. Thanks, Go Big Blue. I'm calling this game the Remarkables because of what Pope has done so fast with so little. I agree with nobody as well too. Coach Spoke has definitely taken this team and really kind of, you know, we moving a lot faster than maybe people thought we was. And I know people still
Hmm.
have gripes about we don't rebound, we don't. But every night, even though we don't, we still have those deficiencies. Um, we still go out, and I think we play hard. Have we had some no shows a couple of games? Yeah. But overall, I think if when we look back on the year, you're looking at a year when Coach Spoke has opportunity to win Coach of the Year, and might not even be a question. I know Vandy's coach is doing pretty. He's doing well this year too, as well, considering what Vandy's doing. But if you look at it, Coach Pope has opportunity in year one to be Coach of the Year in college basketball. So that's a really really big thing right there as well. 21 is actually throwing up my Discord link as well. That's where we just have daily chats and stuff like that, so we don't have to wait until a live to be able to talk with each other and enjoy. Um, 21 is my guy behind the scenes, setting everything up, taking care of everything. So definitely 21. I appreciate what you're doing back there. Thank you so much. Big Mike, I wish you could have went to the where's that at? We're moving pretty fast to the Tennessee game. Man, that would have been good last night. They was in Knoxville. I was actually at my daughter's basketball game last night too as well. But after that, she plays JV and then she dresses for varsity. So I told her, look, babe, you're probably not gonna get in the game because this team y'all playing is really good. So Daddy's going home to watch Kentucky. So I see you when you get home. So I left her and her mom at the ball game. It wouldn't shock me if he did get thrown out. You know what? I wonder if Cal will take a tech and then get another one and get thrown out. Could you
Yep.
imagine what would Rupp Arena look like if Calipari gets ejected out of Rupp Arena? Maybe maybe that's just a way for him to get out of the arena so he ain't got to deal with people no more.
Yep.
that, that could be a way as well. The flip side of that is every time Calipari has got thrown out of the ball game,
Kenny Payne has came in and won the game. Yep. So no technicals for Coach Cal.
no text for Cal because knowing us, that would be the case. They would start playing out of their mind as well.
Yep.
So, do you all believe Cal will retire if he goes three three or 15 in the conference? Wow, I mean that would be. I don't
I
know.
think he would. I think he's going to try one more year, but if it's another year like it was this year or how it's gone this year, it ain't going to work out very well for him.
Looking on the other side now and seeing who Calipari is. First of all, no throwing any shade on Calipari. It sort of is what it is. But now, when you look at it, he's a car salesman. He's an NBA guy. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
It just hit me on like I'm not a very good coach, but I will get you to the NBA. And it's just like kids are so drawn to that they're like, okay, I'm not good enough to go to the NBA right out of high school, but I believe that you'll get me to the NBA. So even if we don't even have a good year, even if we don't have a good year up under you here at Arkansas, I'm going pro. So let's
Yep.
just do it. Let's just go out and play games. And if I lose, I still get my NIL money and I still get to go pro. So winning doesn't even matter to some of these kids anymore. They just want to get paid, and
Yep.
and they want to be able to go pro, like Calipari has definitely told them that they would go. So I think that's the biggest thing right there. Old Paul Miller Ford car salesman, Cal. So with you, he may not win another championship, another conference game. I mean, it's hard, man. It's going to be hard for those guys to win some games. I mean, it's going to be
Yep.
tough. But look, at the end of the day, Kentucky cannot lose to Arkansas
No
under
way. No
any
how.
circumstances. I don't care what we got to do. Yeah. So that's the certainly won't beat the Cats in Rupp, and frankly, I doubt Cal would get to win over this particular UK team if they were playing in Bud Walton Center. Probably not.
No.
Yeah. 21, 21 said, bro, bro could sell water to a fish, I swear. Probably
Yeah.
so. He could, but that's a powerful tool that he has in his back pocket is getting kids to the getting kids to the getting kids to the NBA. I think that's a really big key to the head. I thought so till I heard he had hand surgery. Do you believe Boogie Flans agent shut him down for the season? I thought that they shut him down for the year until the next day. I actually said this as well. Sorry about this, guy. I actually said this as well too. I wonder if it's really a hand injury or did they shut him down for the year. But actually, the next day I saw that he had surgery, so I actually felt bad for assuming that maybe that was the case. But yeah, he had surgery and everything. So I guess that's kind of what it is. Losing to Arkansas definitely won't get you losing to Arkansas. It definitely won't get you a lifetime contract. That's for sure. You don't want to lose that game.
No.
Because yeah. So, well, hey Jimmy, man, I appreciate you coming on, hanging out with me today, bro. We'll definitely get together. We'll talk some recruiting here soon too, as well. Jimmy's part of my team, so is 21 and BC. We're all together, and we're trying to make the Loyal BBN Fan Show a household name. So all you guys who came out, supported, thank you for being patient with my microphone. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying my best to fix it. It feels like it's just not getting any better. So it's one of the best out there. Maybe it's operator error. Maybe I'm not doing something right, but I'm trying to figure it out. So thank you guys for doing that. Don't forget the links in on here on Facebook or whatever for you guys to sign up for the Discord. I appreciate that as well. And also for my other it's called Second Take. Me and BC, we got another YouTube page as well too. If you guys want to jump over, now it's different. It's not just about sports, so it's a little different and it's out there sometimes. But definitely go check it out as well too, and I appreciate it. So Jimmy, until next time, I appreciate you. Everybody, beat Arkansas. Until next time, go Cats.